Hello once again and welcome to our class. Our topic for today is self from the philosophical perspectives, and we will talk about self according to ancient philosophers, particularly the concept of self of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. So bago ang lahat, siguro magandang itanong natin to sa ating mga sarili, who am I? Sino ba ako? Kayo ba? Alam niyo ba kung sino kayo? Siguro madali nating tandaan kapag ang tinanong po ay yung pangalan natin, kung saan tayo nakatira, kung anong height natin, kung ano yung dugo natin, or ano yung TIN number natin, or ano yung SSS number natin, ito po ay madali nating sagutin. Pero yung mga deep na tanong like, what is the meaning of the good life? What is my desire? What is my dream? And ano ba yung nilolonging ng heart ko? I think these questions are not easy to understand because they are not answerable with yes or no. It is actually a lifelong quest. A lifelong quest, a lifelong exploration and discovery. So, dito po, sa pag-aaral na ito, titingnan natin ano ba yung concept of self according to Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Okay, now let's start with Socrates. Ano ba ang konsepto ng self para sa kanya? Naniniwala po si Socrates that self is a soul, okay? Ito po yung tinatawag na psyche. Self is our reason, and it is a set of reason, morality, and wisdom. So, para kay Socrates, the cultivation of our soul can only be possible through knowing oneself. Meaning to say, self-knowledge. Ano ba yung pagkakaintindi natin or pagkakakilala sa ating sarili? That is how we nurture our soul. That is why for him, he believes that the path to wisdom and virtue comes from knowing who we are. Ang tanong po, alam ba natin kung sino tayo? And we will not be able to know ourselves if we do not reflect, if we do not ask. That is why, for Socrates, knowing oneself involves understanding our own thoughts, desires, and actions. Naintindihan ba natin yung mga iniisip natin? Ano ba ang desire na meron tayo? Alam ba natin bakit kumikilos tayo ng ganon? Alam niyo po ang pinaka nakakalumo or nakakalungkot ay minsan gumagawa po tayo ng mga bagay na hindi po natin alam bakit natin sila ginagawa. For Aristotle, I mean Socrates, hindi po ganun. Kailangan tayong magtanong. So, meaning to say, it is important for us to know who we are. It is very basic but it is very important. At minsan, ito po yung hindi na nabibigyan ng pansin. To know ourselves means to acquire true knowledge of who we are. Yung totoo pong tayo, hindi po yung hindi totoo. And because we can use them to improve ourselves, especially in knowing our strengths and limitations. And knowing ourselves means knowing what kind of person we are. That is why it is important to know ourselves when we have what we call self-examination. For him, or for Socrates, examining and investigating self is what self essentially is. Ganon po ang sarili. Ganon po ang nature ng pagkatao natin. Yung nag-analisa, nagsisiyasat sa ating mga sarili. Naniniwala po si Socrates that we should constantly ask questions, or we should always question our beliefs, assumptions, and actions in order to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Kapag hindi na po tayo nagtatanong, then how can we know who we are? And how can we arrive into our own understanding of what meaningful or fulfilling life is? That is why for him, the unexamined life is not worth living. Kapag hindi natin ini-examine ang ating buhay, hindi ito worth living. So what method are we going to use? Ang ginagamit po niya is dialectic method. Ito po yung question and answer strategy, okay? It is a kind of dialogue where a teacher asks questions of the students, tapos pag sumagot sila, meron na namang follow-up questions based doon sa sagot ng isang tao until po maintindihan natin yung katotohanan ng isang concept. It's also the same with knowing who we are. We should ask questions until we arrive into a particular truth about ourselves. Ano ba ang aim natin? To uncover our own ignorance, hindi po natin alam ang lahat. Kailangan natin alamin kung sino tayo kasi marami pa po tayong hindi alam tungkol sa ating sarili. Akala lang po natin alam natin pero hindi po. Try nyo po. Ayan po ang idea niya about the self. Self is a soul, and in order to nurture our soul, we need to know who we are. And we can only know who we are when we have self-examination. And what method are we going to use? Dialectic method. We ask questions so that we can arrive into the true meaning of ourselves.
A few moments later.
Okay, so what is self according to Plato? So para sa kanya, self is a soul, kagaya din kay Socrates. But this soul is imprisoned inside the mortal body. Ang ating pong soul ay galing sa tinatawag na ideal forms. Ang kanya mong ideal forms is actually a perfect world, and during that time, nung nandoon pa galing ang soul is perfect, and then nag-emanate siya sa body or imprison inside the body, and nagiging imperfect na siya. Kaya after that, kapag namatay po ang tao, ang soul po ay babalik doon sa perfection na tinatawag or ideal forms. But what is more important here is there is a separation between body and soul according to Plato. Linawin po natin, ang self po is not a body, but it is a soul. So, si Plato po ay naniniwala sa tinatawag na tripartite soul. At ito po ay hinahalin tulad niya dito po sa picture na ito. Yung charioteer na may dalawang horses, black and white. Ang tawag po dito ay allegory of the chariots. So para sa kanya, hinalin tulad niya yung rational soul, which is the first part of the soul, sa isang charioteer. Ang function po ng charioteer is actually he is responsible for reasoning. logical thinking, and wisdom. Kagaya po, yan po ang function ng rational soul. So, kagaya nga po dyan, ang charioteer, siya po ang nag-guide. Ang white horse is, or symbolizes spirited soul. Ang function po niya ng spirited soul is responsible for emotions related to courage, ambition, and the drive for honor. So, kung ang reason is mind or rationality, ang spirited soul is the heart, the emotion. And then, we have appetitive soul. Ito naman yung black horse, which is responsible for our desires, appetites, and basic bodily needs. Ito po yung sa ating stomach, okay? So, paano natin siya mai-relate doon sa ating behavior? Unang-una, tayo po ay merong reason, meron din tayong emotions, and meron din tayong desires. So, minsan po, kapag nangingibabaw yung ating desires, nagkakaroon po ng disharmony ang buhay natin. Like for example, during the class, tapos ang desire mo is lumabas kasi nga ayaw mo nang mag-attend ng klase. Kapag na-overpower ni appetite yung spirit at saka yung reason, at hindi na nag-guide ni reason si appetite, parang horse na black, si appetite po ay pupunta na lang kahit saan kasi wala nang guide. Therefore, nagkakaroon ng chaos or disharmony ang buhay ng tao. Pero halimbawa kung nasa klase ka, pero sinabi ni appetite na gusto niyang lumabas, sinabi ning reason na hindi, at tinutulungan siya ng emotions na hindi pwede kasi nasa klase. Kasi ang role po ni spirit ay para siya po ang alay ng rational soul, right? Enforcing its decisions and ensuring that the desires of the appetite soul do not dominate. Okay? Kaya nga po nasa gitna siya. Then dito kasi lumalabas or nanggagaling or nagpo-flow yung behavior ng isang tao. So nagkakaroon po ng disharmony. Kaya nga po what is more important is that the reason should guide ourselves.
A few moments later.
Ayan, pag-usapan naman natin ang self according to Aristotle. Para sa kanya, ang self po is not a separation between the body and soul or not just an immortal soul according to Plato. Para kay Aristotle, self is composed of soul and body. Meaning to say, instead of separation, there is a unity between the body and soul. A soul is a form and principles of life. Ang body naman, siya yung matter o yung material body. So, ang self po is my form and my matter. Naniniwala din po si Aristotle na meron pong 3 levels of soul. Unang-una, yung vegetative soul found in plants, sensitive soul found in animals, and rational soul na makikita lang sa tao. Kasi tao lang po ang may kapasidad na mag-isip. Okay, according to Aristotle, he put an emphasis on reason, okay? Kasi nga po naniniwala siya that reason is our function and it can help us to self-actualize and to become excellent in whatever we do, to acquire virtue, and to attain the highest goal which is eudaimonia or happiness. Kasi nga po kapag the senses ang ating pinapairal, then it can actually produce chaos. Kaya po para sa kanya, kailangan po magdodomina or iga-guide ng reason yung ating senses. Pero kahit na supreme ang ating reason or kahit pina-prioritize niya yung reason as our function, hindi po niya nire-reject yung development of person's physical, economic, and social. Kasi nga po, para sa kanya, human happiness stems from the development of the whole self, including our senses, including our body. So, we can attain perfection or happiness or excellence through the use of our reason because naniniwala po siya that human being is a rational animal. Tayo po, as a self, is rational. So, meaning to say, as a student or sa pagiging isang tao, gamitin po natin yung utak natin. Kasi para sa kanya, ito po ang function natin in order to attain eudaimonia or happiness or flourishing in order to attain good life. So, how to attain good life? To live in an excellent way. Ano ba yung excellence? Virtue. So, yun po ang kanyang idea of self. Soul is composed of, self is composed of body and soul. There's unity, but there is a supremacy of reason to guide us into virtues or excellence in order to attain what we call eudaimonia or happiness. Now, to end our class, ito po yung assignment natin. How do you apply the philosopher's concept of the self to yourself? Okay? So, gagawa po tayo ng reflection. And if you have any questions, you may ask in our comment section. Thank you so much and God bless.